Hey, good afternoon, folks. It's Lions Coach's Den, Lions Den. I get the names messed up. I'm sorry, but I want to welcome you back. Ready for Friday night, tomorrow night. The Lions will be taking on the Menard Yellow Jackets. It's homecoming, so you know everybody in town is going to be excited. I know we're excited. Quinton, I see you wearing your Dallas Cowboys jersey. It's Jersey Day here at OHS. And Coach Green, who's our guest today?
This is our secondary coach, Coach Feaster.
And you are here. We've already introduced you.
Yes, sir.
You've been to one of our shows. So, well, first of all, before we get started, I want to say thanks to Ozona Bank. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity of bringing this to all our fans at home and out of the state, out in the world. You know, like I said before, we got people watching us all over the world. We got people Hawaii, military, ex-students. So we appreciate the opportunity, and Ozona Bank and all the great sponsors we have for giving us the opportunity to bring this to everybody's home. And before we get started, we do have some highlights from Friday's game.
Okay.
And we can talk through those as they play. I wasn't here Friday night, but
Use your legs and athletic ability.
Matthew Garza with a 10-yard run.
Matthew got the hammer this week for running hard.
Mm-hmm. So we have some interceptions again this week. Secondary taking care of business once again.
Yeah, that was a great play by Matthew Daniels right there.
I thought the secondary did a great job.
Yes, sir.
On some of the passes they did catch, there was some.
Oh, yeah, we were all over him.
Yeah, that was a good quarterback. Big Lake has a good quarterback.
That one was just, that was all game plan for the inside backers to play that like that, so it worked out perfect.
Fumble recovery right here.
Yes, sir. We're always telling those guys, those backward passes, if it's on the ground, you better go get it. Even if it's lateral and it's on the ground, get on it.
54-yard run by Tretto, the Shark.
Yeah. This was all effort right here. That's just a kid with a big heart making a big play.
That was a great run. He grabbed him, and I seen it where they tried to drag him down. He just put his hand down and broke free of that tackle.
Yes, sir.
He was taking off.
Dusty Smith with a 13-yard pass to De La Garza.
I don't know if that was something new y'all put in, or I'm not saying anything, but that was worked. I mean,
that was actually part of I don't know a whole lot about the offensive game plan, but I know they worked on it a lot in practice because it was there, because they were in man coverage. We just I don't think we went to it a whole lot, but that was game plan. Hit the back out quite a bit.
So a great catch by Zayden.
Yeah, it was a great catch. Good throw.
I was jumping up and down on top of the stands when it happened.
Charles Childress with an 11-yard touchdown pass to De La Garza once again.
This might have been after the third time he changed jerseys.
Somebody messaged me and said that Charles Childress changed jersey, but I didn't want to say it because I didn't. But then I seen him walk on the field and line up an offensive line, and I was like, okay, he did.
So I turned around to get him in on defense, and he was like, I got to change jerseys. I was like, oh my gosh.
So what's the deal with all that, Coach? Like,
We're just hurting at that position, and we know Charles is a good tackle, and he's a very smart football player. And so we knew that if we got in a bind offensive line-wise, he could switch jerseys and get in there and get the job done. And in all honesty, when he was playing tackle, he did a great job.
Yes, sir.
He got one penalty, but, I'll take aggressive blocking to the whistle. He said he didn't hear the whistle blow, and he was just aggressively blocking. So, man, that's what you want. So
there was one play they threw an interception, and Charles, I guess, playing defensive end, and he was back there almost on the quarterback when he threw the interception.
Yeah, he had 3 or 4 hurries, quarterback hurries. So, we don't use him a whole lot on the D-line because he has been playing quite a bit of quarterback. So, it's one of those deals, But
It seemed
Well-
like defense was. The linebackers did a great job. Carlos Cantu getting the interception, Matthew getting the interception. They were doing good. The passes that they caught, I was trying to zoom in on the very first big pass. Matthew's hand was here, and the ball barely went by his hand. I mean, the passes that they caught, they were on him. It was just a good quarterback,
Like Coach Feaster talked about that. He's our secondary coach.
Yeah, I mean, we knew we were going to want to play a lot of man this week. They had a young quarterback, so we thought we could get after him with pressure. So we knew we were going to play some man, and for the most part, I think we did a pretty good job. Like you said, that very first catch where it was right in front of our sideline, he did just drop it in there. But we had one blown coverage that gave up a touchdown, so that's something we got to work on. But for the most part, they did what they were asked to do, and they played the whole game. They played man the whole game, which is a tough thing to do. So that's a testament to those guys.
And it's got to. I mean, I see it as coming at you as a fan. Man, these last 3 games they've been so close, and it's just a little mistake or the other team gets a little break that just we end up losing. How's the boys? It's they've had the first 3 games were losses, and then here we are, homecoming weekend. I don't think we have the type of kids that they're going to give up. So do you see them more pumped up homecoming weekend, or do you see the excitement, or does that make a change?
Honestly, it's about the same. I don't think it matters. These boys are just all about stepping on the field Friday night, and they're very hungry for that first win. They want it. They know we're 0-3, but we're really 0-3 by about 5 or 6 plays from being 3-0, and they understand that. They know we're playing some pretty good football. We just gotta put all the pieces together. This is the first week in 3 weeks that we've had only 1 kid missing. It's been 5 or 6 because of COVID, and like I said last week, it's just been kind of revolving door there with COVID. So we finally have everybody together. Coach Taylor was able to come down Monday and yesterday. The kids loved that. They worked hard, and that's going to have a huge impact as well, having him here Friday night.
And our prayers, like we say every week, our prayers go out to Coach Taylor and his family. And as we get ready for homecoming, the Yellow Jackets, if you were to compare the Yellow Jackets to one of the first 3 teams we played, are we going to see anything similar to that, or a whole new team's coming into town this weekend?
No, sir. It's going to be something different.
Okay.
They run tight end sets, I formation, kind of just old school football, GT, lead, toss, stuff like that. So way different. We're going to be facing a way different offense.
Okay. Yes.
So
They don't run shotgun as much. They run more like a 28-foot sweep or a pitch.
and they have they're better than they were that last year. I can tell you that. They got a quarterback who can throw the ball. When he does throw it, it's on the dime. And then they have a tailback who runs very hard. He runs downhill. He's fast. He's squirmy.
Is he the bigger guy from last year?
No, he's probably 6'3". Well, he's not very thick at all, but very squirmy. We've been working on wrapping up big time this week because I told him, I said, if you don't wrap up, he's gonna have a big game. We have to wrap up. And their O-line, I mean, they average 6'1", 6'2", so they're big boys as well. So, I mean, we're gonna have our hands full Friday.
Our offensive line did, the first half they were kind of, but the second half they
Came alive.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think those boys from Big Lake were big on the defensive line, and then, I think you just them getting back there and stuff in the first half, and then they just switched, and they started shutting it off. We got our offense rolling and stuff. The offensive line in the second half came to life, and I think a big thing about the offensive line is when they come to life, it kind of gives a spark, or the defensive line. Either way,
Yes.
defense or offense, it kind of gives you a spark to your team, and I felt like that in the second half when they started blocking, catching up, because it looked like they were running different some things and stuff like that. Then they started getting all them blocks and knocking them out. It gave us a little bit of a spark.
Yes.
And that defense, they play. I think defense played lights out. They shut down, and it was nonstop the whole game. I thought it was a great game in Big Lake.
Yeah, we were extremely proud of our defense, and really we're watching film. The defense had probably 3 opportunities to win the game defensively, and just drop some picks that could have been a pick 6. But and they're hard on themselves about it. But I tell them on the offensive side, you know the ball's coming. Defense, you put yourself in position, all of a sudden the ball's there. Sometimes it's hard to catch it, but
And I can see
we were very proud of them.
secondary, looking at the faces, like I watch them,
Mm-hmm.
nobody's turning around. They may get a glance, but they could see the reaction. You can see, secondary, they stayed right there with them the only time they caught the ball was just a good throw.
Yeah.
And there's so many times, even on the Big Lake sideline, when they hit number 4, Lane and Matthew both had their hands up, and he just stuck his hand out and landed in there. It wasn't like he made a great catch or nothing. Our guys were all over him.
Yeah, he called me, and that's the first. He's like, "Man, you missed a good game, bro." I was like,
Yeah.
So, and this is your first year here in Ozona?
Yes, sir.
Well, how we talked to you the beginning of the season. How you liking it
Still
so far?
Still love it.
You like
Still
it here
love
in
it. Yes,
Ozona?
sir.
Homecoming weekend is crazy around here,
Yes,
man.
sir.
It's my daughter's a sophomore, and there's boxes from Amazon coming in every week for the different day of costumes, I guess. So,
Yeah.
I think our defense is going to stack up awesome against Menard. I mean, if you look at all of our games, we're really strong in stopping the run,
Yes, sir.
and I think we're fast. And that they have a fast running back, but usually they hit the tight end if they do pass or something like that. I think that's what I was telling my wife when we got home. And I was telling her,
Yeah.
like, this next week's going to be a different story. I was like, because they got the linebackers, defensive line. I feel like they're going to shut it down, and then they're going to try to pass, and
Yeah.
that's where we're going to catch them.
We've been telling the boys all week, and they know this, but we try to put together the best game plan to put them in a position to get on the field and win the game. They have to go execute, and whether it's on the defensive side or the offensive side. And honestly, we as coaches, we're just ready for the offense and defense to mesh together and
Yes.
put together a solid game. Because when we do, we're dangerous.
Yeah, I think this week's going to be awesome. That was the first thing I was thinking of when I found out we were playing Menard. I was like, man, I think this is the game we shine. This we could see everything work out, get a little confidence, and then just win it out from there.
And I really don't know how they are defensively. I don't ever watch that side of the film, but they do a lot of different things. So it'll be a challenge for sure.
and that's one of the things we've talked about every week is like we know it's going to hit, and it's going to hit when we need it. I mean, I understand we lost the first 3 games, but here comes the ones that are going to be important, and I think that's when everything's going to come together. So.
Yeah.
So we're excited. We're ready for Friday night football. We'll both be here. I'll be here this time, so I'm excited to be here. Last year, I missed a couple games and we lost. So he was blaming it on me. He's like, "Hey, every time you don't show up, we're losing." It's so.
I got to laughing at the Big Lake game. They ran up the middle, and they were running a Keanu. And I guess he has big hands. He just reached out, grabbed that guy by the leg. And Keanu just pulled him down.
Yes.
It was funny because he's just like, he had a slingshot. He went, and he just started coming back. Keanu was just pulling him down.
Vicky put a picture of Treto up and Rigo, and it was like, you could tell. I guess that's when he got brought down. Every time he gets the ball, man, it's just like inches before he can take off and score a touchdown. He hasn't had that opportunity to just take off because somebody's there to even just trip him. So, I mean, I think everything's gonna come together, Coach. I think our fans are excited about our Lions. They know we got a great team put together, and everything's gonna fall into place. Purple and gold. Let's feel the stands once again Friday night.
Yes, sir.
I want to say thanks first of all to West Texas Rehab, Tom Thorpe Transports, Ozona Bank, Bunga Real Estate, and First Baptist Church of Ozona. Thank you to our sponsors. And Coach, y'all got anything to say to our fans? Or
We appreciate all the support. I mean, we got the best fan base in the state of Texas, and we really appreciate everything they do for our kids and our team. And it's extremely fun to come to work because you're playing for them as well, and then extremely fun to show up on Friday night knowing that they'll be right there with you. So we appreciate it.
For
Coach?
sure. I said it perfect. That was perfect. I am filling in for Jared, so I got to do a Jared thing, and he's single, ladies.
Yeah. I couldn't help it. When I was watching the Big Lake game, and I seen Coach Connect, every time I see him, I just start laughing because all the stuff we say here, I can't help it. I just crack up every time I see him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
we'll try our best. We're the only single women around here, about in their 60s and 70s. I know your age
okay.
preference, but
I'm okay.
I can hook you up with a couple of tias in town. You know? They like to dance. But anyways, guys, you heard the man. He's single, and the Lions are ready to go on Friday night. So come out, wear your purple, wear your gold, and make some noise. Be ready to make some noise for the Lions, because we're going to take over the jungle, and it's going to start Friday night. So good luck, Coach. Thank you for all y'all do, and prayers to Coach Taylor once again and his family. And we'll see you Friday night, folks. And don't forget, if you can't make it to the game, we will be live at www.ozonalliance.com.
they did a heck of a job.